Yo, 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 what is happening? Welcome to another Dumb Show. I am another Dumb Show host. Thank you for joining me on this Sunday. Why can't I hear myself? You guys able to hear me? You guys got audio? What the hell's going on? Why can't I hear myself? Sounds so quiet. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, there was just the volume wasn't turned up. That makes sense. Okay, good. All right, you guys can hear me. That's good news. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So good to have you guys here on another Dumb Show. Please take a second to like the show, subscribe to the show, and make sure you have your notifications turned on. That way you know when we go live, considering there's really no set schedule anymore. It's just us hanging out and whenever we got time. So don't forget to follow the show at Another Dumb Show on TikTok, X, and Instagram, or TikTok, Instagram, and X, based on that. Would love to have you guys there. Shout out to, and don't forget, you can always download Another Dumb Show as an audio-only podcast. So if you don't want to see my handsome face and just want to hear my beautiful voice while you're on the job or whatever, if you can't have a video up but you want to listen to the show, you can do that through YouTube Music. And I believe you can do that through, I know you can listen to it through the free one, but I don't know if you could download it through the free one and, you know, not use up your data or whatever at work. But I don't think that's a big problem for people anymore. So as long as you got a good signal, you can always listen to the show as an audio-only podcast through YouTube Music. Shout out to the league. What is going on? Good to have you guys here. Let's see who was first in there. It looks like our true first was Rich, but the one that counts using the first emoji is Angelina. So big ups to Angelina. Appreciate you so much. Let's get this thing rolling, guys. And Diana says, I love the no schedule vibe. Me too. It's so much easier when I have a little bit of time to just be able to fire this thing up, especially with the new schedule. It's much easier to fire this thing up. Yes, I'm still drinking coffee at 6 o'clock at night, but I got some beers on the way, so we can have a little happy hour together. I'm in a really good mood, where I was a little bit, or all day until about 10 minutes ago. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. Make sure you guys remind me to bring up why I'm in a bad mood, but I'm sure I'll bring it up here in a minute just because it's eating away at me. Oh, somebody already knocking at the door. Hold on. Let me see who this is. Hold on. God damn it. Hey, tried to order some beer from one place. And it apparently the place. Oh, I messed my hair all up. Apparently the place I was ordering it from doesn't sell beer on Sundays, but they gave me the option to buy beer, which is really great. So I just got a bunch of groceries from there anyway, all like soda and stuff, so that can just sit on the porch. But anyway, got some beers on the way, and so we can have some happy hour together. So if you guys got some drinks, go ahead and crack them. Mine will be here hopefully within the next half hour or so. Let's see here. We do have a small bit of... Ooh, that's loud as fuck. Ooh, that's loud. Sorry, guys. Real quick, going back to what I was just saying, Rich says, such a stupid law with the whole no beer on Sundays. I thought that ended, but guess not. Yeah, some places still don't do it, and I'm an idiot. Should have known better. Anyway, but let's try this again. Yeah, there we go. So, okay, we got some breaking news, guys. Ooh, that's long. All right, so I got some video for you. There's a terrifying moment. A man stood up on a packed EasyJet flight and claimed he had a bomb. So let's check out that video, and then I will tell you guys a little bit more about it. Let's see if I can get this thing to work here with me in this. I got new buttons that I'm dealing with, so bear with me.
Going to bomb the flight. Dead to America, dead to Trump. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar.
Yikes.
Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar.
Oh, so yep, you can see what happens to this guy.
You got to sit down. Don't move. Fucking up,
So that's the end of it. So imagine being on an airplane and that fucking starts happening. This story is about the guy that did this. Oh, hold on, let me get the details. I just closed them up. Sorry about that. His name has not been released yet, but he's a 41-year-old man who's been arrested. It was aboard a EasyJet flight EZY 609 from Luton, England to Glasgow, Scotland. And apparently the man, just like you guys saw, he got up from the back of the plane. He started shouting, "Stop the plane, find the bomb on the plane, and death to America, and death to Trump," before repeatedly yelling "Allahu Akbar" 3 times, a phrase meaning God is greatest in Arabic. So, and then as you saw, the passengers quickly intervened and subdued the man. And now he's under arrest. So, pretty crazy story to see all that going on. Sorry, I thought Mikey just texted me. I texted Mikey to see if he wanted to jump on, but I have not heard back from him, if you guys are wondering where he is. So, yeah, one more time, let's check out that video again. That was pretty crazy. Here is this guy on this flight. His name is, I don't know what his name is.
Going to bomb the plane. Death to America, death to Trump. Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar! Allah
I'm surprised it took that long. I feel like as soon as he started yelling that the first time, as soon as I hear that phrase right there on an airplane getting yelled, oh, it's time to go after that guy for sure. That was a pretty crazy scene that they had happening in that airplane. And as soon as you hear the Allahu Akbar, you got to get up. And I'm surprised nobody just decked the guy. They just grabbed him and kind of threw him down. I would have started pounding on him. I think it's time to incapacitate someone. I'm not trying to talk like I'm some kind of tough guy or whatever, but I feel like in that moment, because it's going to be mob mentality at that point, everybody's going to be trying to get that guy down. And my goal would be to grab his hands. You know, you want to get a hold of his hands. That way, if he does have some sort of trigger mechanism or something like that, he can't reach into his pocket and get to it and pull it and click it and then you kaboom. You know, so you got to get to his hands, try to snap some fingers or something, fold them back or whatever. Oh, I just heard from Mike. He's doing a family dinner tonight, so he can't come. So anyway, that's good. Or not good. Good for him, I mean. Anyway, so yeah, interesting situation that happened here. That just happened a little bit earlier today on that EasyJet flight. So, and I do see, oh, hold on one sec. I just, whoop. Sorry, guys, I got a new setup. So I'm bouncing around here between stuff. So bear with me as I'm trying to deal with this new setup. I rebuilt the show from the bottom up. I have this new setup with new monitors. And so where I'm used to looking right, I'm looking left. It's a whole different thing right now. So I'm still getting used to it. So bear with me. So it's a little bit more kind of breaking news, I guess. I think it happened actually yesterday. I DJ'd a party last night. It was a sweet ass pig roast. Man, there was a ton of people. I got to be honest with you, I fucking killed it. The music playlist I put together, it was 8 hours worth of music, and it was fucking great. I fucking killed it. So, hold on one sec. Beer question. All right, cool. We're getting my beers. They got them in stock. That's a good sign. So yeah, yesterday I was DJing. Like I said, had an amazing playlist. Really killed it. Very happy with it. Had time though, because I had prepped and put my playlist together ahead of time, that I was able to kind of check my phone a little bit and see what was going on. And I saw on my phone a news pop up, or a notification popped up, that there was a mass casualty event that happened in Traverse City, Michigan. And the first person I thought of was Michael K., who's actually in the chat commenting right now. He said, "Did you hear about the stabbings in Traverse City yesterday at the Walmart? 11 people." He said, life support by Muslim. Well, Michael K., I think it was national news. Actually, I don't know. I didn't see where it went from there. Hold on one second. Where's my... me get a little cheat sheet about this story here. Okay, so yeah, at Traverse City yesterday, at a Michigan Walmart, a guy named Bradford James Gilly he's the suspect who stabbed 11 people, and he's now been charged with terrorism. Now, I got to be honest with you, Michael. You said this is a Muslim guy. He doesn't look like a Muslim dude to me. He looks pretty white. Oops, sorry, I hit the wrong one. He looks pretty white to me. I could be wrong. I mean, I guess the guy from House of Pain is Muslim now, and he's a white guy. And Michael K says if you was a white man with an assault rifle, this would have been national news. I honestly don't know what that means. And then he says, I want to know where the liberals are at crying about how we should ban knives now. Well, isn't there is some sort of ban on knives over a certain amount of inches or something like that. Boy, they're really these Instacart drivers are very messagey lately. Anyway, so yeah, back to this story. There's actually some video of this story, just like the story that we just showed you a minute ago. Some people intervened to take down this guy. I don't know the whole story, and I wish I had phones for Michael K to give me. Or it's not that I don't know the whole story. I don't know all the details of it because there's so many details to this story. But this guy ended up getting apprehended by a bunch of citizens doing good stuff. God, sorry, this is this new setup. This is really going to take me a minute to get used to. I'm like looking left and right. Which one's which? All right, so where is my Walmart stabbing? All right, here we go. Here is this video. This is where in Traverse City, Michigan, where Michael K is from. There's some cell phone video that shows some good Samaritans, some tough guys stopping this guy after he went on this knife rampage.
Cell phone video appears to show bystanders confronting a man in the store's parking lot, telling him to drop a knife. NBC News has reached out to law enforcement asking whether that man is the suspect they've arrested. So far, no response. The sheriff asked about a motive.
It appears there were random acts, that there was no, the victims were not predetermined.
The sheriff saying a responding deputy arrested the suspect within minutes. Authorities say several citizens helped apprehend him, many also rushing to treat victims.
So wait, 11 people killed or 11 people stabbed in this story, Michael K? You can help me out a little bit, but here, let's see if we can zoom in a little bit on this video, because you can see right here, this is where homeboy pulls out his gat. And, wrong way. Let's bring that down in the middle there. You can see it right there. Okay, so there's the guy with the dreadlocks. He's got, you can tell I think he's even got it pointed all like sideways, instead of like a normal guy, like a cop holding it like this. He looks like he's got it all sideways and whatnot, as he's got it pointed at him, which I don't know. Is that some sort of tactical move? I don't know enough about guns. I don't know. But anyway, you can see in the back, though, it looks like that's the stabber, stabber suspect. I don't mean to make light of it. I don't even know how to say it. But the video's paused right now. So that's why it's cut out. It's paused right now. I'm describing it. So, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. It looks like we got one guy who brought a cart to keep in between them. That's a smart dude. I do not blame him one bit. Now, that's a sad story because it's just like we got more some sort of weird domestic terrorism happening around. What was another recent one we've had? I don't know, but it seems like these incidents. Well, was this one? I wonder if there's some sort of. Well, they say there's no motive, but we've had all these hate crimes on Jews lately, like that couple in Washington D.C. and then the firebombing out in, I think, in Colorado, that was. So there seems to be an uptick. Excuse me, guys, if that cough made it through. I'm trying to turn my mic off, and I think it turned it on too quickly. Anyway, there's been like an uptick in anti-Semitic terror attacks, and so my first assumption was it had to do with that. Now, I don't know if there's I don't know about the Traverse City community, if there's a lot of Jews up there or not, but that was just my first initial thought, was there must be some sort of motive that was maybe anti-Semitic or something like that. But I guess that was just because it's been happening. It doesn't. If I really thought about it, I guess it doesn't make much sense. If just walking into a Walmart and stabbing 11 people, how would he know if they're Jewish or not? So I don't know. Anyway, so that's a sad story for multiple reasons. Obviously, for all the people getting hurt, but the fact that they're labeling it as terrorism makes it even scarier. So, make sure you guys take a second to get your chat messages in. Just tag @AnotherDumbShow when you do that. That way, you guys, I will read your comments or your messages. I'm surprised Michael K doesn't have more to say about this other than just the stuff about the political ramifications. Because Traverse City is so near and dear to his heart. I know he loves all the cherries up there. I was actually wondering, I was like, what if Michael K was at that Walmart? I know Traverse City's not that big. It's not that small either. But when anything happens in any city, you immediately start to think, oh, I wonder if the person that I know, like, I wanted to go like live real quick and be like, do a check-in on Michael K to make sure he's okay. But it seems like he is, because he's on here chatting, getting political on us. All right, what else do we got here? Oh, Mark D, what's up, bro? Real quick. So I want to show you back on that video that we're looking at. We're still actually got it up here. You'll notice there is sorry guys, my throat's irritated. I didn't even make that many announcements last night. My throat's all irritated. Anyway, man, I hope I didn't get some sort of thing with all those people. I was shaking a lot of hands last night. There were quite a few listeners there. Anyway, back to this video. Done analyzing it. Who cares about the stabbing anymore? Now I'm back to me. Now, first, actually, back to this video. Why is this guy barefoot? There's a guy missing a shoe, but why is this guy? I see a shoe over here by the tire by this car, but why is this guy barefoot? That's weird. Anyway, so you notice this black Honda CR-V. It says AWD, and I recognize it because this car looks just like my car. And you ask, dumb, who cares about your car? Why are you bringing up your car? What's the big deal? Why would you bring up your car? Well, my car literally is almost identical to this one, except for a nice new addition to it that I ended up with the other day. Now, I don't know if I got this, where this came from. I have a feeling it came when I went to see Luke Bryan at Blossom, but I have no confirmation. But it could have happened when I went to go see Superman. Angelina says, how many times have you seen Superman now, Dom? I don't know. Well, I've seen it twice. I know that. I've seen Superman twice now, and I'm thinking about going to see it tomorrow. If I get all my work done, I'm going to go see it a third time tomorrow. I think I might go solo, just because. Why not? Yeah, but my new addition to my car, see how that car's nice and shiny, looks all nice, it's got a great paint job. Well, guys, I have a nice new addition to my car. Here it is. This is two huge scratches on my car. I have no idea how did that happen? Did somebody key my car twice? Like, it almost looks like somebody, I'm wondering, this looks like a scratch, almost like from, I'm wondering, because here's my assumption. It's two things, okay? Thing number one that could have happened, somebody keyed my car, obviously. I don't know why anybody would have keyed my car. I don't park weird. I don't remember seeing this before we went to the Luke Bryan concert. It may have been there and I just didn't see it. But I have this new scratch, and the last time I remember seeing my car clean without a scratch was before the Luke Bryan concert. Now, at the Luke Bryan concert, there was a truck full of teenagers next to us, real idiots, drinking. Actually, they weren't really idiots. They were typical teenage kids, just drinking, being kids. Now, I'm wondering, were one of them just a dick and decided to key my car? Or what I'm looking at here, to me, could be people were leaning against my car and they like fell and slid down the side of my car. What do you guys think in the chat? Does this look like somebody keyed my car? Because you'd have to go twice. You know what I mean? Like you'd have to drag it 2 separate times. And it's like multiple keys. Jeremy says, I don't think somebody keyed your car. That's a weird line to make. He goes, I could get it if it were a straight line across. And I agree. And Mark D says, jeans belt buckle maybe. That's exactly what I thought. I think the kids next to my car, before we got, because we left before they did. So I feel like there was either a fight and somebody got thrown up against the car and it scratched down the side, it like fell, or like there were people making out up against the car and they lost their balance and somebody's jean buckle or something scratched all the way down the back of the car. Like, because B1 has, her belt buckle has all these like rhinestones on it. And if she would have leaned against the car and fallen, that's exactly almost like the mark I could see it making. Now, that didn't happen. She didn't do that. Jeremy says, it looks like the edge of something got dropped right next to it, close enough to catch it. Yeah. That could be. Something got dropped up against it. That could be. Because it doesn't look like a door or anything like that. Unless it was a door. Ooh, maybe it was a door. And that's why there are 2 scratches. The first scratch was a door going across. And then the second scratch was the door being pulled back across. Now that makes a little bit of sense. But that can't be, because their door was... Oh my God, they're here with my beer. Oh, I gotta get my beer, guys. Hold on one sec. Okay. Appreciate you guys hanging on. I'm doing a live podcast right now, so everybody's watching me or listening to me get beer. It's
all glitch.
All right, the scanner's not working, so he's probably going to have to punch in the numbers right now. Darla, please stop barking. All right, so now he's got to punch in the numbers. I'll be right back, sir. All right, I'm going to come check in with you guys and say hello. I think I could kind of sort of turn this camera so you guys can see what I'm doing right now. Oh, look at that. I can do it. Look at that. So now you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. I'm getting beer. I got beer delivered. I got important things to do. And I love this guy. He's the nicest delivery guy, but he cannot scan the app. You have to have your ID out when you scan, when you get from Instacart, when you get alcohol. And when this guy comes, his scanner never works, and he always has to put in my ID information by hand, and it always takes forever. So I apologize, guys. Any luck?
No, tell me to try to
Uh-oh. Okay.
She's up there. All right. There, I went back. So you can see I was.
No, there you go. Okay. Hold on one sec. Let me make sure my phone's dinging. I wonder if it has something to do with that. Ay, ay, ay. This is crazy. Oy vey. Oy vey. All right, here we go. Sorry, guys. This is crazy. Yep. Stay. Got to do that scroll thing. You know how those work. That takes forever. You got to scroll all the way to the year I was born. Some olds. It takes forever.
And I could do the expiration. It's the 29th.
Awesome. Thanks, my friend. I appreciate it. You have a good night. All right. We are good to go. We got our brews. Hell yeah. All right. I've already wasted your time enough. Let me at least put these in the fridge. And then I'll come crack one and we'll be back at it, baby. All right. And then I can tell you guys why I'm so mad. I know you probably think it's because of the scratch on my car. That would make anybody mad. Well, I was mad about that for sure the other day. But now I got a new thing to be mad about. And we'll talk about that here in just a sec. But in the meantime, it's deli time. Cracked one. Let's do this. All right, so you guys get a little shot into my house too. Sorry it was such, my house is such a mess. I live like such a dude. I go to B1's house and it's just so clean and so nice and there's always like so much nice stuff happening all there. Oh, I left that door open, damn it. Anyway, so people could see my door. Oh well. So yeah, B1, her house is always so nice and clean and put together so well. And I look at my house and I'm like, God, I really need a woman's touch in here. Big time. Jeremy says, going back to the car, wrap that up. Jeremy says, I think you'd have a little dent if it was a door. And Mark D says, it is a crazy looking scratch either way. Jeremy also says, dumb, maybe it was a girl's purse that was rubbing up against it as she got out of her car standing next to yours too close. Yeah, it could be. I'm not exactly sure what it's from. I didn't do anything lately or ever. Like I park normally. If people park weird, I try not to park near weirdly parked cars, just so kind of things like this don't happen. My car actually was really nice. It's for a car it's as old as it is, and there's crap all over it, so it looks dirty right now, and my tires need a wash. But it's a decent looking ride for as many miles as there are on it and everything. It's got like 150,000 miles on it. But the body and the paint job's nice, except for one side. There's like one little tiny dent because I went to a Walmart years ago. Speaking of Walmart, and God love them. There was a special person who was in charge of the carts, and this person didn't do a good job at their job and was pushing the whole line of carts. Like, they stack up all the carts and push them. Well, for some reason, he was pushing them the wrong way, pushing them away from the store, which was like on a downhill grade. And for some reason, I don't know, probably because it was on a hill or he didn't put it together right, or I don't know. But the very first cart came off. And I'm walking towards my car. Me and B1 were walking out of the store towards my car. And I just watch in slow motion as the front cart rolls. And I'm like, no. And then it smacked right in the side of my car. Itty bitty little dent, little tiny scratch. I was able to live with it because it was a special person who made the mistake. I was pissed. Don't get me wrong. I was really fucking pissed. I probably fuck-bombed him if I do remember correctly. But I felt pretty bad because I think B1 then informed me that it was a special person. I don't think I realized it when I first started yelling at them. So But that was back in the day. That was before meds and anger management. So, oh, I do have a kind of a crazy video. Speaking of cars getting messed up, what would you guys ever do something like this? Let somebody do something like this to your car? Hold on, let me find the video here. Here we go. All right, so check this out. Would you ever let anybody do this to your car, no matter who they are, what kind of a star they are? Would you ever let somebody do this to your car? I don't know if I can play that audio. What's that say? Lindsay Brady? I don't know who that is, but that's somebody. She, as you can see, she's using a saw to carve her initials into this truck. Would you ever let anybody do that to your car? Now, it looks pretty cool. I gotta be honest with you. It looks really neat, especially with the way like the white is coming off on it. Like, you almost would want to spray it over with, like, if you're gonna do that, some kind of clear coat right away, so you keep that kind of white, whatever that is. So I'm not gonna lie, it does look kind of cool, but I couldn't imagine ever letting somebody do that to my car. I don't care who, unless the real Superman came, then I might actually consider doing something like that, but that's never gonna happen. So I don't care how pretty the girl is, they're not gonna sign my car like that. That's just weird. All right, what else do we got for you guys? Don't forget to hit a like on this bad boy if you got a second. Make sure, if you're not already subscribed, take a second to subscribe. And make sure your notification's on because of the loose schedule vibe. That way you know when we go live. All right. So I just mentioned a little bit ago Superman. And I just mentioned that I'm mad about something. So you guys can see my new t-shirt, which really shows off my man boobs so well. I'm wearing my Metropolis Meteor shirt. It was a Superman night at the ballpark the other night. You could see there at the Guardians game, the Cleveland Guardians game. And sorry if I sound down. I was so excited to talk about my experience at the ballpark at Progressive Field, seeing Superman night, Superman on display at the stadium. I was so excited to talk about it because I got this sweet t-shirt, which I waited in line for, and I hate waiting in lines. I don't wait in line for anything except Superman stuff. I waited in line for Superman movies. I waited in line for this shirt like an hour and a half in the sun, but we did kind of strategically find some shade, so it wasn't too bad. I had a cool dude next to us that we talked to. He was a nice guy. And then from there, we got in. I got the t-shirt, and then I got, in addition to the t-shirt, it was a special night. You had to buy this special ticket for it. You get the t-shirt, you get in, you get a bobblehead. So you can see here's the Superman. Pretty cool. Kind of a glary, there you go, in between. Pretty sweet. Got the new shield, I love it. Guardians thing on the side. So kind of a cool box. I'm not one of these people who, when they get a bobblehead or some sort of collector's item, leave it in the box. Okay, I take them out because I'm not selling this on eBay someday. I don't care how much it's worth. It's about what it means to me. I don't care about being in a box to be able to resell it or anything like that. Well, see how I had this placed right here? Well, there was a reason why I had that placed right there. The reason was I had my bobblehead up on top of it. Well, my bobblehead reached over to get my headphones, which hang on a little hook right here next to this. And as you can see, my hand goes over here. Well, I reached over because I had my bobblehead up here so you guys could see it when I started the show. Reached over to get my headphones right before I went live. And then this happened. And his arm. Not happy about it, guys. I guess this is why people leave these things in a box, because they break very easily if you bump them or knock them over. And so I got the cape. Thankfully, the cape didn't shatter. And it looks like there's a pretty easy glue point to put it back on. So I should be able to super glue the cape back on pretty easily. It's kind of heavy. It's a little heavy, though. I'm not going to lie. It's a little heavy. So it's going to have to be some super strong glue. And you'll notice his arm's busted off. And the part that got busted off is probably the coolest thing about it. The thing that makes it the Superman bobblehead from Guardians Night is the little baseball glove with the ball in it that he has on his other hand. So he's reaching out like Superman would. Like he's got his arm pulled in and he's reaching out like this. But instead of the closed fist, he's got a baseball mitt with a ball in it. So cool. Makes it very different. And then I blew it. Broke the whole goddamn thing. So, B1 just texted me and said that she has a hot glue gun that we might be able to try. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. Pretty bummed about what just happened, though, with that. Let me try to find here some pictures from it, from our night at the ballpark. I'll pull some of these bad boys up. We'll go through them. All right, let's go. Oh, this picture popped up, by the way. I'll show you the ballpark picture. I did Fortnite Speaking of Superman the other day, I did Fortnite the other night with Diana and Blue Wolverine. We played together, and Blue Wolverine kept doing all these goddamn emotes. And I said, you got to stop it, and I'm going to get a copyright infringement for it. And sure enough, there it is. Thank you very much, Blue Wolverine. I appreciate it. That's on you, buddy. But no, I'm just kidding. It was no big deal. I just erased the song from the thing. Drew S. says I should use E6000. It is an automotive adhesive for plastic. This isn't plastic, though. It's ceramic, I think. Or is that plastic? It feels like... Doesn't sound like ceramic, though. It feels like it's... see, no, but the arm... Wait, no. Oh, it is plastic. Oh, that might be even harder to glue than ceramic. I don't know. But, yeah, I got to find the fucking arm, wherever that went. Hopefully nobody ate it. Hopefully Darla didn't eat it. Wait, oh, there it is. Holy shit, I just looked down and there it was. There it is. There's a little arm. There's a little arm with the little ball. It's supposed to be like this. Fucking dumbass. I can't believe I knocked it over and broke it. I'm so mad at myself. So dummy. Drew S. says, also there's a streamer setting for Fortnite for next time. It mutes music for no DMCA. Oh, I didn't know that. That's really cool. Dirty Diane says, we tried to tell him. So yeah, sorry about the copyright thing. Anyway, I have some more pictures to show you guys from the other night. Here is my son and I. Here are my son and I. That's Shay. That's my dude. He's 13. He's my little buddy. I'm very proud of him. Just that morning, he had a long day. This kid, his mom dropped him off. He had football camp. His first football camp of the year. His mom dropped him off. She had to go to work. She dropped him off at camp at the middle school. Well, it turns out that the camp was at the high school, and she left before he realized that that was the case. So this kid calls me and he goes, hey, because this was the day of the game, and he goes, hey, Dad, you can come and get me earlier because Mom has, or because Mom dropped me off the wrong thing, so I'm just going to have to miss practice. And I said to him, no, it's your very first football practice. You cannot miss your first football practice, dude. So you are going to walk from the middle school to the high school. Now, the suburb they live in, not huge, but it's a bigger sized suburb. And the middle school and the high school, they're kind of far apart. It was about, once I Google mapped it as he started walking, I realized it was going to be about a 25 to 30 minute walk, depending on how quickly he moved. So I felt really bad once he started walking, because then about 15 minutes into his walk, I realized suddenly, I said, why didn't I order this kid an Uber? Why did I make him walk instead of just ordering an Uber? I order everything. I just ordered beer. I mean, why wouldn't I have just ordered this kid an Uber like a normal person? So no, he made him walk, and he had a long ass walk, and he walked. So after his 30-minute walk to football practice, he then got to practice. He was a little bit late, but he showed the dedication to get there at least. Got his football helmet and all that stuff. So he had a great practice. So, and everything they're teaching him, I'm pretty happy about. A lot of football fundamentals is what I'm hearing. So all that stuff is good news. And I'm excited for him to further his football career. So let's see here. Let's keep moving through these pictures. And so you're going to see kind of some shitty ones because I was trying to get some shots. Like you can kind of see how they're lighting up all the scoreboard stuff with the Superman logo was rotating on it. There was also, oh, there you go. You can see I finally got a good shot of it. It took me about 50 tries. You're going to see a bunch of them where it'll pop up with, because I'm just like pulling from my reel here. Here's one I got. That was Crypto. This Crypto kept running across the scoreboard there, across the middle of the scoreboard. Forget about the lady's head. I'm trying to show you this right here. This Crypto running across. It was pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here. There's me trying to get another one. There you go. I finally got a good shot of it. I loved it. It was pretty cool seeing our whole stadium decorated with the Shield and Superman. There is Ketchup. If you guys are familiar with what we have at our Progressive Field, if you're not from around here, we have Ketchup, Mustard, and Onion mascots who, in addition to Slider, our normal kind of Philly Fanatic ripoff mascot. But Ketchup, Mustard, and Onion, they do a race around the field, and a different one wins every time, and it's just a fun thing that they do. Well, this game, they were all wearing Superman capes, which was pretty fucking cool. I really liked that. It was a nice little addition that you can see. There's Ketchup and Mustard. Oops, sorry, that's a loud video of me getting a picture. That's my buddy getting a selfie of himself. That's my buddy Craig and his family. Craig that just did the Superman review. So you guys know who Craig is. That's him across the stadium because he sent me a picture of me because he was in along the first base line, way up in the top deck, and I was in right field on the bottom, and we were sending each other pictures of each other, which is surprising. Look how decent quality this is for being a screenshot of a video from right field all the way over to first base. Man, technology's crazy. This was a really cool thing. They did a special message to Cleveland, thanking the city and all that good stuff. That's Lex Luthor, Lois Lane, and Superman. And that, I always hate that when you see, like, Superman's obviously got his sweet hair in the movie. You know what I mean? Like, he's got, where is it? Where's the curl? Let me show you. If you haven't seen Superman yet, I'll give you a tiny spoiler. I mean, like, look at this. Look at this head of hair this guy's got. Look at that. What a handsome fella. A handsome fella right there. But no, you see he's got that great head of hair. Now, then you go back to this picture that I have here, and he's got a shaved head. I hate when they do that. And like Lex Luthor, he's got blonde hair. I hate when, I know they're doing other roles and things like that, and that the movie was made way before it comes out and all that stuff. But I don't know. I just feel like if you're doing such an iconic character or something like that, you should just try to look like him a little bit when you're doing these press things. Just, I don't know. It's just me. You want to have a beard? Have a beard. I get that. But keep the hair. You know what I'm saying? Why shave your head? It's not worth it. Not worth it. So, sorry, a little sip of beer there. What other pictures we got here from my trip to the ballpark with my boy? Why is it not letting me scroll now? What happened? There we go. Oh, there's me trying to get a thing to Planet Fitness. There we go. I finally got a shot of one. There you go. There's the good one I was looking for. And then I got Where's Flo right after that. Let's see here. Oh, that's me taking a picture of my barrio where my son got some food. Met a really nice listener in line there, so that was pretty cool. Let's see here. What else do we got here? There is Shay again with his barrio. I love taking pictures of him while he's eating just because he's the sloppiest eater in the world. So I was trying to take a picture of him when he's eating just to embarrass him because he likes to take embarrassing pictures of people. And you'll see the shirt I'm wearing too. That's one of the new GV artwork shirts that I always love to get. So if you my Meteor shirt, I got the new Meteor shirt too. That just didn't come in. Dark Tater wants to know who made that shirt. Yo, that's a GV artwork shirt. And the one I'm wearing is a Metropolis Meteor shirt that I got at the Guardians game. All these pictures I'm showing you guys right now. So let's see. There's Onion. A couple shots of Onion. Oh, I like panoramas. So I take panoramic pictures of like places like this. Pretty good one, huh? I think that's a pretty good panorama right there. I like those. I'm a nerd for those. I think they're super cool. I think it's just the technology's neat, so I nerd out about them. But yeah, we had a great seats. Very happy with it. They were expensive as F. And that's it. Let's see here. Do I have any other pictures to show you guys from the event? No, just my swag. Oh, here's the... Why is it all blurry? There we go. This is what it's supposed to look like. This is what this is supposed to look like. Sucks. But yeah, oh yeah, I don't know. Didn't show you guys the arms of this shirt too. Pretty cool, huh? So yeah, that's what's been going on over the past week for me. I took Shay to go see the Guardians, and we had a wonderful time. He's such a good kid. He loves baseball so much, so it was a great thing to be able to take him to go do that. Speaking of Superman, I have a video of I haven't watched all of it. I wanted to actually, I saw the headline about it, but I decided to wait to watch it because the headline said there's this guy named Mike Francesca, and who I had to look up because I had no idea who he is, but apparently he has his own podcast, and apparently he was big in radio in New York, WFAN, and it was him and Mad Dog or whatever, who I believe is on ESPN now. But here is this guy, this Mike Francesca guy, talking about the Superman movie. And I don't even know where it picks up. I have no idea what this guy's going to say, other than the headline said he scorched or, ripped Superman apart. Darth Tater, before I go on, he says, what the fuck is the Cleveland Meteors? Guessing you already talked about it. I just got on. Oh, Metropolis Meteors, assume related to Superman, but it's got the Guards logo. I'm lost. This past Wednesday, the Guardians did a Superman-themed night where the first 15,000 people got this gray shirt that I'm wearing right now, and they got a Superman bobblehead. I broke my Superman bobblehead. The t-shirt is for the Metropolis Meteors, which is the fictional baseball team in the DC universe where Superman lives. His home, well, not his home, he's from Smallville, but where Superman lives. Well, no, Superman lives in Fortress, but Clark Kent's apartment where he works at Daily Planet is in Metropolis. And they have a baseball team called the Meteors. So the Guardians, because the movie was filmed here in Cleveland, decided they're going to do a big themed night. And they did, where they gave all this stuff away. So I think that makes sense. And then Darth Tater says, you took the bobble out of the box. Rookie move, LOL. Yeah, you definitely missed me. I showed the box. I even mentioned people. So yeah, I did mention what an idiot I am for that. So you have to go back and watch. You're going to laugh. Anyway, so this Mike Francesca guy gave a review of Superman 2025, which I've seen twice now. And if you've not watched my review of it, please go back and take a second to check that out. You can see the review of Superman with my buddy Craig on YouTube. I believe I have the thumbnail for it, so you guys can see, know what to look for. Maybe I don't have it. Looks like I lost it. Anyway, doesn't matter. You know what it looks like. Superman review, another dumb show. All right, let's check out this guy and see what this guy has to say about the Superman 2025 movie, because I think it's going to piss me off.
What I'm getting into is this stunk. As for someone who's a old-time TV show Superman guy trying to get entertained for a couple hours and wants to see
old-time Superman TV show guy. What does that mean? The George Reeves show from the 50s? Okay.
Superman, this movie was pure torture to sit through. Torture. I mean, I'll tell you this.
What?
If my name was on the credits, I'd hide it. That's how bad it was. This was 2 hours of this new Superman. It was he wasn't Christopher Reeves, but he was okay Superman.
Oh, God.
2 hours of him getting the crap beat out of him.
Okay, now I agreed with that. That he and I are in agreement there. Was not happy about 2.5 hours of him getting his ass kicked. But my buddy and I, we talked about that in the Superman review, and he brought up a great point. First off, this is the very first movie we're watching, which is going to be a whole series of Superman movies and DC movies and crossovers amongst different character films and things like that. So Superman's going to be around in this for a while, and he's kind of the central theme of all of it, supposedly. Maybe or maybe not. Actually, nobody really knows where James Gunn is going with all this. He's supposedly teasing in the Peacemaker series, which the big reveal for the DCU, whatever that is. But my buddy said, he goes, you got to think about it like an act. This is Act 1. There's going to be an Act 2 and an Act 3. So in Act 1, the hero gets beat down and loses and stuff like that. And then by Act 3, he becomes triumphant over whatever might have been beating him down the first time around. Made total sense to me. I thought about it that way. And then he also mentioned Superman has to look like Superman, they have to show how badly Superman can take a beating and keep coming back and fighting over and over and over again in order to help protect the Earth from evildoers. So pretty interesting theory, but I did agree with him a little bit too much of Superman getting his ass kicked.
Getting the crap beat out of him. Who wants to see Superman get beat up for 2 hours? He's getting beat up by everybody. Plus, you have other superheroes in the movie. I didn't go there to see some guy named Mr. Terrific. I didn't go there to see the Green Lantern or some lady named Hawk something or other. I don't even know who she was. Okay, these other superheroes who he calls on. Who are these other superheroes? This is a Superman movie. You want to see Superman flirt with Lois Lane, keep his disguise, and battle crime. That's what you want to see.
What a tired description of Superman. That is the most basic level of Superman. And that movie and that theme and that show has been done so many times. What does this guy like? Does he like the Adventures of Superman with Dean Cain Is that what this guy is? Is that what he meant when he was talking about Superman on TV? Is that what he thinks is a good representation of Superman? Get the fuck out of here.
And good triumph over evil. That's Superman.
What do you think he did in that movie?
A little tongue-in-cheek, a little cartoonish, a little campy, okay.
That's exactly what it was supposed to be. Tongue-in-cheek at times. Little campy. You have to have a little campiness with Superman. Cartoonish, yes. That's what it's taking from the animated series.
This was unmitigated garbage. First of all, early on, there's robots. I don't want robots, okay? I don't want robots taking care of Superman. I don't. Then there's a super dog. Who came up with a super dog? I mean, we all like dogs, okay? And I didn't like the dog getting beat on in the movie. It bothered me. But hey, who came up with a dog with a cape?
The comic books? What is the matter with this guy? Just because this guy literally, I think, must have only watched a couple of TV shows about Superman, and that's it. He's got no idea what he's talking about.
When did that arrive? I watched Superman for years on television. I never saw a dog with a cape. I never saw robots. And in this movie, Superman's in trouble. Lex Luthor's getting the best of him. Everybody in the movie is beating the heck out of him. I thought Jimmy Olsen was going to take a shot at him. I thought Lois Lane was going to throw him out a window. I mean, he got beat up by everybody. He got the absolute bejesus. If you want to go see Superman and get beat up for 2 hours, he got beat up for 2 hours. This is Superman.
Agreed.
This had nothing to do with Superman. It had to do with superheroes. It had to do with a war in the Middle East. It had to do with a crazy Lex Luthor. And in the end, Lois Lane is trying to save him by going into the inner earth and a different layer of being with Mr. Terrific, whoever the hell he is. And she is driving a spaceship off the Daily Planet. Now, wait a second. Lois Lane's supposed to be falling off a building and being caught by Superman. This is not made for Lois Lane to be driving a spaceship to save Superman.
That was one of my literal favorite parts of the entire movie. Literally, one of my favorite parts of the entire movie was when she did that. Now, if you haven't seen this movie already, I apologize if I'm blowing anything for any of you. But come on, it's been out for a couple of weeks at this point. You should have seen it by now. Seen it twice. If you know this show, you know I'm going to talk about Superman. But anyway, so it was one of my favorite parts of the whole fucking movie. I mean, I don't understand it. This guy's a complete idiot. So I'm not going to keep going because if there are people who haven't seen it yet, it does spoil a lot of it. So I don't want to keep spoiling it for you guys all day. But still, the guy's an idiot. He had one good point, but I think he does go on to talk a lot about the political stuff that has to do with Superman and blah, 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 blah. Because if you did watch it, you can take a lot of, you could see political connotations, I guess, if you really try hard enough. But just remember, guys, Superman is an alien, but he always puts America first. I just saw this come. I don't know what this is on. This is from the Superman Museum. I don't know what this old picture or placard is from or whatever, but it says very few aliens have gotten anywhere in America without a green card. So see, Superman always putting America first, despite being an immigrant. So you think Superman has a green card? Does he have a visa? How does that work with Superman? And Darth Tater says, a spaceship? That is pretty lame. No, it's not. It's right out of the animated series. You guys got to go watch the Superman animated series. I think it's up on what's it called? HBO Max. I think they have all the Superman animated stuff. So if you're into those animated things, which I am, I'm a big dork. I think they're fantastic. I highly recommend going to check those out on the HBO Max or whatever. So yeah, I think that's about enough for Superman for now. Oh no, I do have one thing. So remember the other day we tried to watch, I tried to play Fortnite thinking that it was going to be very easy, I paid $20 or something like that. I think it was for the Superman skin in Fortnite, like a 12-year-old idiot. But I apparently when you get the no, that's not the one I'm looking for. Where the hell's the video at? Oh, okay. So I thought when you paid for the skin, you automatically got laser eyes and the ability to fly, because why the fuck else? You just want to look like Superman in a game or whatever. Pretty fucking stupid to me. But it is turned out to be stupid. That's all it was. You're buying a costume for $20 or whatever it was. And then you have to go into the game and find a token to get Superman's powers. So you can fly around, run around, shooting, using a gun. Superman using a gun. Stupid. And then you have to find this token. So let me show you what it looks like when you have to find this token. I found a video of it. Here you go.
This is how to get the Superman Mythic in every single game of Fortnite. While me and my girlfriend were playing Fortnite, we noticed that the Superman Mythic always kept spawning in this one spot. So the next game we decided to test our luck. We put all our eggs in one basket and banked on it spawning in this one hillside. And as luck would have it, it did.
Oh yeah, it's right here.
Oh yeah.
For some reason,
so
whenever...
there you go. I don't know if the music might be giving me a copyright thing in the background, but anyway, so there it is. That's what it looks like. That's what I was trying to get, was these laser eyes. So this is what it looks like if you get laser eyes. You get super speed. You get to look at that. You fly. You do the whole power slam, power punch thing. That's awesome. That looks so much fun. I want to do that so bad. But I've been waiting for an open world Superman video game for so freaking long, and they just will not give me one. They just won't give me one. I don't know what else I got to do to get one. Anyway, so yeah, that was my experience with Fortnite. Shitty. Still sucked to me because I didn't get to fly around with laser eyes. Sorry, I just got a car back out of my driveway. It just caught me. It gave me, distracted me. I get easily distracted. Okay, what else do we got here? What did you guys think about this? Let me pull up this video. Guys, I gotta be honest with you. I am 100% naive. I'm just a naive person. I see stuff and I just believe it's real. I see things on the internet. I see videos. See things happen. And I just assume they're legit. I assume they're real. And I saw this video and I went, oh man, this is crazy. How funny. What a typically Browns thing to happen. Boom. The cameraman falls into the water. This is at the release of the Alpha Dog helmet. The Browns have a new alternate helmet this year. It's called the Alpha Dog helmet. I'll bring that back up here. I got a picture of the Alpha Dog helmet in case you guys haven't seen it really in like its full glory yet. Here it is. This is the Alpha Dog helmet that the Cleveland Browns will be wearing this year. Check that out. Pretty sweet. I love it. I think it's badass. I posted a picture of it on Instagram and put a little fire thing next to it, and a charity organization, these people claim to be, put GAY in all caps on the comments of the picture of it. So apparently not everybody is a fan of this helmet. But going back to that video, now that I've only because I started talking about this story and did a little bit of research on it today, I wanted to play it for you guys because I'm always such a dummy and get tricked by fake videos all the time. I got tricked again. I got duped. I thought it was legit. I thought it was real. I laughed really hard. I said, he wasn't paying attention. He was taking pictures and he stepped off the side and fell in the water. What a typically Cleveland Browns thing to do. I am so stupid. And it turns out it was a whole publicity stunt. It was all made up. The Browns worked with a influencer. I believe, what is this guy's name? And I think B1 is already a fan of this guy. His name is Ross Smith. He's an influencer. He's been on TikTok. He's got millions of followers, or I think millions, hundreds of thousands of followers at least. I don't know. He's got a shit ton of followers. I don't know exactly how many. But there he is. There's a picture of him if you don't follow him. He does this thing called the Gangster Granny, which I have to admit, I did watch one of them, and I laughed pretty hard. It was pretty silly. It's so stupid. But I'm going to play it for you because I thought it was pretty funny. Here it is. This is this guy, Ross Smith, who fell into the water. That was him doing the camera, by the way, if I glossed over that. This is one of the pictures. This is one of the videos from his YouTube page. This is the Gangster Granny.
Thank you! Thank you! So kind of you! I appreciate it!
so stupid. But I thought it was really funny. B1's into all these dudes. I think I know she follows at least one guy who does all these things with his grandma, and I thought that might have been him, but I don't know. Either way, the Cleveland Browns worked with this guy to do a publicity stunt to get more attention for the Alpha Dog helmet reveal and get attention for the Cleveland Browns. And Pat Wooey says in the chat, he says, why would the Browns allow themselves to be the butt of the joke? We're already the laughing stock of the league and nation. I couldn't agree with you more. What a stupid thing to do. But I mean, it is so we always say we're so typically Browns. And that is such a Browns thing to do. The Browns fail at everything practically. You know, they fail at drafts, they fail at trades, they fail on the field, they fail in anything that you could fail at. The Browns have failed at. And then they do this and embarrass themselves even more. At like a thing that's supposed to be really cool. I don't know, man. The Browns to me are really a big joke. They really are. They really need to get a new social media team. Their social media team. Not that I'm some sort of great content creator or social media master by any means at all. But you look at some of these other teams and some of these other, restaurants and places like that, and they have some pretty fucking amazing social media teams that do some pretty fun stuff. This did not do anybody any good. It's just like, why embrace suck? Why embrace how bad we are? We got to move past that, or we're going to just literally be the laughing stock, like you said, the laughing stock of the league forever. It's driving me crazy. Here is the actual. Now, this was kind of cool. This was the actual release that the Browns did on their social media of the Alpha Dog helmet. Okay. Turned into big piles of shit. Did you guys see that? Is it just me? Or did that look like just turd men? There's a turd man right there. Let's put that. God, we suck at everything. Oh my God. I didn't watch this whole thing all the way through. I just heard the beginning of it. And I was like, oh, this sounds pretty cool. This should be sweet. Fucking turd, man. Holy shit. And this says, well, we are called the Browns. All right, here's the rest of the turd man video. Oh, I see. the lava encased them. Oh, I understand. Now I get it. They got encased in shit lava. Why wouldn't it be black? Isn't lava black? Why is it mud brown, shit brown? I mean, look at that. It's just shit brown. That looks like shit. That looks like zoom in on a pile of shit, which essentially is what it is if you're a Cleveland Browns fan. Oh, the Browns are the lava. I see. Oh. And I love that there's just zero effort put into trying to make the rest of the jersey look cool too. It's just literally brown with basic numbers, block numbers. Oh, we got our numbers on the shoulders too. Ooh, and a Nike swoosh. So this is supposed to be like the color rush. Brush the shit off your shoulder, Miles. Oh, man. That's too funny. Darth Tater says, this has got to be fake too, dude. No, it's real. That's the Alpha Dog Browns helmet this year. They're going to wear those uniforms. I wish they should have put some kind of stripes or something on there. I mean, it just they got to come up with something, man. I understand we don't have a logo. We don't have, we've got no, we're not called the Tigers, so you could use a picture of a tiger or something. We're called the Browns, so you literally just have brown to use, I guess, as your base. But Jesus God, that's so bad. Let's go back and take one more look at the shit, man. I got to see this shit. Let's see the turd guy, the old turd man. Imagine if you got, it looks like it just literally it's glistening shit, man. It's oh, I can't get enough of it. That's great. All right, so let's see. What else do we have here to talk about other than the shit, man? That's funny stuff. That's great. But yeah, going back to the Browns, that was pretty stupid for them to do that. I'm embarrassed. The team is just an embarrassment on every level. I mean, they really are. Let's see here. Oh, guys. So, and we'll probably go, I don't know how long we're going to go here. We'll probably wrap things up here in just a little bit. I might have a couple videos to dump on you guys. But I don't know. I always end up playing fake videos. So hopefully I won't be playing any fake videos tonight. So guys, the story that, and again, I'm catching up from the week. So a lot of the stuff you've probably already seen or heard people talk about because I'm catching up for the past few days. But can I play this video? I can't play the video. You've all seen it by now. I would love to play it for you, but you guys are familiar with the Coldplay Kiss Cam video. Coldplay, the band, had a concert. I think it was in Texas. I don't know. I don't remember 100%. To tell you the truth, don't care. It doesn't matter. Well, it might matter a little bit, I guess. Wherever it was. Coldplay does this thing where they show the crowd. And when they put a shot on the crowd, there was a couple who were holding each other. The guy was standing behind the girl. They were like standing spooning. And right when the camera cut to him, the girl turned away and hit her face. And the guy literally ducked down out of the view of the camera. So you guys have all seen it by now. Now, there's been all kinds of fallout from this over the past week. Oh, wait, before I move on with that, real quick, I did forget to talk about this. If you're interested, going back to football real quick, the Browns, Michael K. says, Dom, I want to be in fantasy football this year. Knowing I know nothing about football, I will tank. So my team will be called the Cherry Bombs. Well, I don't want you to tank because it's a $100 buy-in to be a part of the Another Dumb Show Fantasy Football League, and you walk with, I can't remember. I don't remember. It was $900 or $1,000. I don't remember. Something like that. Depending on how many people that we have participate. So, if you're interested in playing, we'd love to have everybody back from last year, obviously, if we can. But when I take these hiatuses, sometimes we lose people, and I understand that. So I think we lost somebody about halfway through the season. One of the guys, when he started losing, I think he just stopped. He just stopped trying. I don't think he was even changing his team or anything. But anyway, excuse me. If you guys are interested in being in another Dumb Show Fantasy Football League, shoot me an email, anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. That is the name of the show, anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. Shoot me. What the fuck was that, Darla? You okay? That was a big grunt. Did you guys hear that? That was my dog just rolled over and grunted. It was one of the loudest groans I've ever heard from you, puppy. It was a good girl. You're the best puppy. Yeah. Okay, go lay down, baby. Anotherdumbshow@gmail.com is how you can let me know that you want to be a part of Another Dumb Show Fantasy Football League. You can win some moolah and all that good stuff. I believe you guys are going to get some buffering right now. YouTube is telling me they're not getting enough video to maintain smooth streaming, so we might be losing the connection here. So we'll see if it sticks through. So I can't play the Coldplay video because it is now owned. The girl that did it, her name is Gracie Smith or Springer or something like that. She sold the rights to that video to a company called Storyful. So if you ever see via Storyful on a news story or anything like that, that's because some schmuck who had a camera recorded something cool and it went viral, and this company called Storyful bought it. So every time it gets played, Storyful gets the royalties for it. So they own it now, and I can't play any Storyful content on here or I get a copyright ding. So no Storyful, no Kiss Cam video. So, but I do have, Diana said the best play of this whole drama thing was that an astronomer hired Gwyneth Paltrow as their spokesperson. Win marketing and PR, W marketing and PR. Yes, I agree. I actually have that video. Where'd it go? Man, I gotta title these videos better. Where the hell is it? No, that's the Kiss Cam that I can't play. I can show you a still of it, though. So you guys have seen this still. I'm sure you've kind of seen that. I can show a still of it. I just can't play the whole video. I apparently didn't pull the Gwyneth Paltrow thing. I don't know where it went. I swore that I had it. Where did that go? All right, let's try it here. Let's see if I can get it to pull up. Just pull it up.
Thank you for your interest in Astronomer. Hi, I'm Gwyneth Paltrow. I've been hired on a very temporary basis to speak on behalf of the 300 plus employees at Astronomer. Astronomer has gotten a lot of questions over the last few days, and they wanted me to answer the most common ones. Yes, Astronomer is the best place to run Apache Airflow, unifying the experience of running data, ML, and AI pipelines at scale. We've been thrilled so many people have a newfound interest in data work.
What language was that? What? Thank God I'm good at DJing, because this new world of office stuff or corporate world, what the fuck did she just, what was she talking about? Airflow stuff? Data, workflow, automation. What the fuck does that even mean?
Flow automation. As for the other questions we've received, yes, there is still room available at our Beyond Analytics event in September. We will now be returning to what we do best, delivering game-changing results for our customers. Thank you for your interest in Astronomer.
Okay, now this is a good play. The Cleveland Browns should try to steal. I'm sure Astronomer hired some crisis intervention firm or something like that, some PR firm to help them get their stuff back together. Pretty crazy. But they've played that pretty well, I think, compared to the Cleveland Browns, who took a bad thing and made it worse. Their suck and made it sucker. And then these astronomer people who, if you don't know what astronomer is, the guy in the Kish Cam video was a CEO at Astronomer, I believe. And then the girl, I think, worked there. Or I don't know, she's just married to some guy who's a billionaire. The whole thing is so weird. But he got fired. She's been seen walking around without her ring on. And I got to be honest with you. Cheating is wrong. It really is. But does this guy deserve to have his entire life destroyed? Does this woman deserve... their marriages are a different story. Their marriage is understandable. You know, that's going to be destroyed by this. That makes sense. I'm not talking about that. But their careers, the guy's career completely destroyed because of this. I just don't... I don't think I agree with that. I really don't think I agree with that, man. But... good play by Astronomer to loop in Coldplay, Chris Martin, the leader of Coldplay, his ex-wife, Gwyneth Paltrow, to do that video and have a little fun with the whole thing. Because, I don't know, I'm not a big... I don't think it's good that they fired the guy. Nobody even knew what the fuck Astronomer was. You know what I mean? It's not... Do you think people aren't going to work with Astronomer because... of that? No. People are going to look up Astronomer and go, oh, maybe Astronomer can help us with our data workflow automation. We've been looking for a data workflow automation company for years, and now we found one. So, I mean, the company, the guy got bad publicity for the company, but the publicity that the company got out of it is not necessarily bad. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Diana was talking to me. She's talking to Diz about something. So, yeah, I did clear that up. I think I did mention that, Diana. That's Chris Martin's ex-wife is the girl that was in that video. The actress Gwyneth Paltrow. And they have a kid named Apple. What a stupid name. Although I was going to name my kid Clark Kent Street, so... maybe I'm stupid too. All right, guys. So like I said, I don't think that I'm a big fan of that guy getting his shit blown up everywhere. I mean, it's going to happen. You're going to get your shit blown up there. You do stupid things. What is it saying there? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Are you defending this? I'm not defending cheating. Like I said, his marriage should suffer, or they go to counsel. Whatever the fuck happens in the marriage when people cheat or whatever, they do that. If the other person finds out, they either break up or they figure it out. But I don't think he should lose everything because of it. You know what I mean? Like if he loses his time with his kids or whatever, all that kind of stuff, that ends up happening. That sucks. But I don't think it matters for his job. Like, I don't know. You shouldn't lose his job because he got caught cheating, in my opinion. Diana says, no one is going to hire Astronomer if they keep employed people that have no ethics. No one wants to work with a company like that. Baloney. There's people who are going to see that and not give a shit. You think about the kind of guys that own a lot of corporations that are CEOs. They're probably a lot like that guy. And probably you're going to look at it and go, I don't fucking care. I need a new data workflow automation place. And now I know of a new one. I wonder if they're any good. Let's look into it. And the CEO being there or not, I don't think would make a difference. It's about the product and not about the guy. I understand your point, but I don't think it's like... I don't think it matters for something like that. I really don't, personally. Maybe it does if we're talking data. You got to worry about people's data or companies' data, and you don't want somebody who's not ethical running or having anything to do with your data. Okay. Maybe there's a point there. I can see that. All right. Let's see here. Diana's on one today. She said the firing was legit AF. Fuck them both. Okay. That's a scorned woman right there is what that is. Darth Tater says, where did he go here? You talk about, did you talk about Ozzy at all yet? Because that's newer news than the lame Coldplay cheating boomers video. I'm sorry, I told you this from the last week. I did talk, I think I popped on and we did talk for a second about Ozzy. I was not a huge Ozzy fan growing up. I like Black Sabbath songs, but I like Ozzy's 80s music, not really my thing. Like Mama, I'm Coming Home, right? Isn't that the one? Or is that Motley Crue? Mama, I'm coming home. I can never remember which one's which. Like the one he does with Lita Ford, not my favorite song. I'm not into Satanism. I'm not into bats getting their heads bitten off. And, you know, I'm not into the Prince of Dark. I'm not a big metal dude. I'm just not. Never have been. Like I like pop metal, like Metallica. But like Paranoid is good. War Pigs has got great guitar and stuff in it. Like, it's funny, War Pigs is a song that people will want to hear at karaoke or want to sing at karaoke, and it's 7 minutes long, and there's literally only 1 minute of singing in it. So it is torture. And and they get mad because the back end of it is all guitar, and I start to fade it out to try to go to the next song because it's just guitar, and we're there for fucking karaoke. Stop picking songs like War Pigs, you jackasses. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just happy that they're singing and having a good time. By the way, if you're into karaoke, come to the Parma Pit Stop Wednesday nights, starting at 10. I'll be there DJing, doing the karaoke stuff. So you guys can come out, and I'm right in the bar. You can come hang out, say hi, all that good stuff. I'll try to talk to you as much as I can if you want to BS. Sometimes it's hard because all the karaokeers are coming up and getting in line with their songs and stuff. But I might be upgrading my software to where people are just going to be able to scan a QR code, and they'll be able to automatically join the queue to sing, and so I don't have to worry about waiting for people, or having people come up to me, or worry about drinks getting spilled on my computer and stuff like that. So, anyway, so yeah, come check that out. So yeah, Ozzy. I did play Ozzy. It's kind of funny. I do mostly weddings, so Ozzy isn't like a really big play at weddings, and I spend all this time. I had that 8-hour event last night, and the day before, I must have spent, I don't know, 4 hours putting together, not 4 hours, but a couple hours putting together the playlist for the 8-hour event, because I just wanted to go and enjoy myself and not have to think for 8 hours, because that's a long time to just sit there. What's the next best song? What's the next best song? What's the next best song? So I did put together a big, huge playlist. And then I zigged and zagged once, reading the room and things like that, or reading the outdoor party. But the first thing that happened when I walk in, I put this huge ass playlist together, no Ozzy in it, just because I don't to me it's kind of cheesy, like Ozzy died, so we have to play some Ozzy at the next event. Like I'm supposed to honor Ozzy Osbourne at all my, or a dead celebrity or a dead musician at my events. Like, no, I don't. Like, so nothing against Ozzy. I'm not, like, that's kind of cheesy to me. Like, oh, a celebrity died, so we have to play their music. I'm just not going to do that. But of course, I walk in to this event yesterday, and I take five steps in, and I meet the guy that owns the house, and he goes, "You got some Ozzy for us tonight, right?" So I was like, "Fuck!" Thank God I had a signal so I could download a couple songs, but I played Paranoid. Everybody jammed out. It was good. But yeah, nothing against Ozzy. He's very talented. I give him that. They're very talented. I think the guy that played the guitar in Black Sabbath is crazy good. Ozzy, crazy unique voice. Definitely respect the dude and respect their music, but I just not my thing. Was never really into Ozzy. I think that whole thing turns me off. That whole kind of black eyeliner, Satanist, gothic kind of. It's just a turn off for me. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's weird to me. If you're into that, God love you, but it's just weird to me. Let's see here. Ooh, Average Savage taking shots. Diana, I think. Or maybe it's me. Maybe taking a shot at me. I'm not sure. But Average Savage says, really? Of all to be speaking on ethics? That's why I wonder, who is that on me? Is it a shot at somebody else? I thought I knew who might that be at. I don't know. Let's see here. Dark Tater says, I wasn't into Ozzy either, but still recognize he was a legend. No, I do for sure, especially in that genre. And he also says, I'm quite certain he just used the whole Satan-y shtick as well, a shtick. And he says, based on all the Ozzy clips I've seen this week, he seemed to be a really cool dude, and we all know Satanists aren't cool. I don't know. But he was crazy. He loved his drugs and his alcohol. He was definitely crazy. And I feel bad for anybody who's got that Parkinson's thing. What a horrible way to spend your last years having no control of your faculties and your body and shaking uncontrollably. That would be just terrible. So yeah. Average Savage says, I'm respectfully bowing out, but it certainly was not you, dumb. Enjoy your evening. Okay. Shot in, shot out. There you go. That was pretty funny. All right. Let's see. Do I have anything else before we wrap things up here tonight? Let's see. Oh, I have a few videos we could play here. Let me see if I got a couple of videos we could play. A little dump here before we wrap up. We played the plane. We played Gwyneth Paltrow. Played the truck autograph. Played Bronze Helmet. Bronze Pat McAfee. We don't need to watch that. Coldplay Kiss Cam. Saw that. That one's stupid. I saw this video today. It was pretty crazy. I don't know if this is older, but this is the first time I've ever seen this video. It was pretty crazy. I don't know if this is new or old or what, but this is the first time I've ever seen it. Who knows? Maybe it's fake. I don't know. But here, check this out. And there's a caption on it that says, motorist attempts to unalive off-duty police officer with vehicle. And I'm sure that one of you guys knows the stuff. Ooh! So it starts right off, if you missed it. There's a guy. You see him in the middle. He's right in front of the police car. Obviously, I'm assuming that means he's the off-duty police car, or officer. And this happens. Ooh! Jeep tries to hit him.
2209, 11th Street Southeast.
All right, so he calls in. Obviously, that's the cop. This guy that tries to hit him with the car runs up to the house and then just turns around and walks away. Doesn't even run, just walks away.
Hands! 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 On the ground! On the ground right now! On the ground! Get on the ground right now! Get on the ground right now! Hands! Show me your hands! I will pop you right where you at!
Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the fucking way. Get out of the way. Oh, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Whoa. Now. Oh. I think that was the cop shooting him.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Hands! Show me your hands! No, you're not! Stay over your head!
Oh, that was nuts. See him get hit again. That was crazy. Boom. Oh, man, he got popped. That's crazy. Oh. Oh, my God, that's brutal. I can't believe he got back up from that. You'd think he'd be done for. Oh, man. That reminds me of another video I have. Darth Tater says, any interest in receiving funny, good videos I come across for playing on your show? I usually send the best ones I come across to Charlie, and he plays a lot of them on the FL. Sure, go ahead. You want to send them to me? Instagram videos don't like to download anymore for some reason. They're always in the vault. The sound on them is always like this for some reason. So I can't download Instagram videos. I could play them, but I'd rather have them downloaded so where we can make them look better. So yeah, anotherdumbshow@gmail.com, or you can, TikTok is easy. TikTok's really easy for me. So if you find TikTok videos, you can always send them to me on TikTok. Follow me there, at Another Dumb Show on TikTok. All right, so speaking of people getting run over, I have a video that I just found today. I think it just came out. Where is it at? This is, and I love these kind of videos. Now, I'm not an animal, like, I love animals, don't get me wrong, I love all my animals, but like, I'm not an animal activist, like, obsessed with animals, like B1, like, always trying to figure out all the new zoo animals and keeping track of all that. I don't do any of that. But I do care about animals and don't like to see animals being mistreated. And so I hate matadors and bullfights and running of the bulls and all that. In fact, until recently, I love veal. I love veal. I fucking love veal. It is so fucking good. Veal Parmesan is one of my favorite things to eat. But I limit myself to once a year eating it. Okay? That's it. One time a year, because I feel bad about the way they raise the veal. It's little baby cows kept in the dark, and it's horrible. They don't let them walk, so the meat's tender. And it is so tender. It's so good. So anyway, I limit myself to veal once a year just because it's so bad. But recently I've been eating it more because it gives me lots of energy before my events. So I had some pasta and some veal parm. So good. But maybe this is some karma, a karma reminder that I shouldn't be doing that after I saw this video of a matador having one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Well, as far as matador stuff goes, I've seen plenty of those dudes get gored and stuff before, but I had never seen anything like this. Watch this. Watch out. Holy shit. I bet you guys didn't see that coming. He's down on the ground, and this happens. Fast forward a little bit. Gets down on the ground. Come on. Down on the ground. The crowd starts going, hey! You see the people. Is there anybody in the back looking to the right? Nope. I don't know how the yelling is. It must be people who are like farther back started yelling and saw this, but just coming in out of the left, we have horns. We got a head. We got a trunk. We got a torso. Oh my God. Look at the muscles just coursing through the body of this thing as it lowers its head and hits this guy. Just straight, square, absolutely could not get hit harder by something. Look at the way he just bends in half when that thing hits him. And it gets worse. It gets worse. I did watch this one all the way through because I wanted to see what happened. All right, now right about there is where I think a pretty crazy thing happened. Oh, maybe it's right there. Right about there. Anyway, so there's his face. Let's go zoom in on that. That's what you look like after you get hit by a bull going full fucking speed. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Look at that. Oh my God. Now, you can kind of see it there. I'm going to have you guys keep watching. I'm going to zoom back out because there's a wider shot of what I want you guys to see. Watch this. So we'll just play it from the. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. So there he is on the ground, holding his head. Still aware that there is a bull there, though, and he finally gets up and runs away. But watch. Oh my God, guys. Yep. I don't know if you can see that. But that is his face flopping open. Unbelievable. Now, nothing hit him there. Nothing hits him on that spot on his face. Because that was the left side of his face that was flopping open, right? Now, he gets hit. He gets hit on the right side of his face. Boom. So this left side literally exploded off the skin. Exploded off the side of his face. And that's what we were left with, was this right here. Where's the video? Where is it at? Look at that. That's insane. That is absolutely freaking insane. I can't believe, and that'll tell you how, the force that guy got hit with. I mean, that's just pure force, ripping the side of his face off of his face, skin off the side of his face. It was absolutely crazy. So, karma's a bitch. Karma's a bitch. So I got to be careful eating this veal. You know what I'm saying? It's not good. It's not a good thing at all. Let's see here. Checking in. All right. So, Darth Tater, going back to the TikTok thing, he said delete TikTok. The app's crazy addictive. I'd be scrolling for 5 hours till 3 a.m. So, yeah, get back on there and send me some good videos, dude. Make my life a little bit easier. Add another dumb show. Give me a follow there. So, all right, guys. I think that's going to wrap things up for us tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed your time here with me this evening. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope you had a great week you have a great week this week. Please take a second to like tonight's show. If you've not already done so, hit that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please take a second to subscribe. That way, I don't know, I got more subscribers. It looks cool. And then make sure your notifications are turned on. That way we know, or you guys will know when I go live, because I don't really have a set schedule anymore. It's just kind of when I'm up for it. So that's why I've been trying to post on Instagram. Same thing. Actually, I'm an idiot, and I end up always posting it on my ADS Dumb, at ADS Dumb Instagram, instead of my at Another Dumb Show one. Either way, look on one of them, look on the other. You'll be able to find it. I try to post it on the story to let you guys know when I'm going to be going live. And also, obviously, the best way is to have your notifications turned on. So, Diana says, Dumb, I'm going to need you to scroll back. Coming to the Parma pit stop with Dumb. You're not happy with your relationship? Please leave it so. I'm not sure what I missed here. Wait, I want my message too. Oh, I don't know what this means. Somebody sent, okay. So Diana puts a peace sign up, says RR. I don't know what that is. 2 capital R's, internet stuff. And then she says, you have no fight in this game, asking the league members to bail you out of jail. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Drama. All right. There's always some drama within the League of Dummies. I love it. It's fantastic. Good for you guys. Speaking of the league and the drama with Diana and this Average Savage, I'm assuming it has probably something to do with my old pal JLR, who I've been trying to get a hold of, who direct messaged B1 yesterday. And I think, I just remembered it. I think he DM'd me yesterday too. Sweet. I'm gonna have to get a hold of him because I want to invite him to the pit stop to do some karaoke with me. I don't think that would get him in trouble with the old job, or his job, my old job. If it does, it's stupid because he's just coming up and singing some songs and having some fun. So, all right. Oh shit, the drama. All right, so Average Savage didn't bounce. She got the reply and said, "I'm a good person and helped, not exploited, a mentally handicapped family. No drama. I don't do that. It's just fact. It's sad if you knew what I did." Okay, all right. The drama's growing here. Shit. Right when I wrap the show. Oh, I wish it could happen in the middle of the show, guys. You're killing me. I missed the message. Oh, but it didn't get tagged. That's why. Guys, got to remember, you got to tag me if you want me to read your messages specifically. Because I just get lost in there sometimes. There's a lot going on in the chat. I'm very easily distracted. So if it, when you guys are talking amongst yourself, sometimes that gets distracting to me. So those tags really, really help. So Diz says, "Dumb, you can't go yet." No, I'm trying to kill time to get the next reaction here. Dark Tater says, I'm sure that you're back to doing shows on the Furious George RMG fan page. I'm a share that you're back doing shows, so thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, Average Savage chimed in. She goes, "I never asked anyone to bail me out. I'm not ashamed of my past, period. Call it all. Look it up. I'm okay with that." Owning shit. Okay. All right. So the the drama continues. All right. I don't have any popcorn, or I'd eat the popcorn. I'm gonna have to get a little thing for popcorn that pops up. A little thing like when this starts to happen. I'm gonna have to start having popcorn pop up. That'd be pretty fun. I wonder how quickly I could make that. Probably wouldn't be too hard. That's funny. I wonder, let's see if I could find, popcorn. I could make that pretty easily. All right, Diana has replied. She says, "No, dumb. She is asking members of the League of Dummies for money to bail her ass out of jail after exploiting her. Good person, my ass. No pun intended." Damn. All right. So, the plot hath thickened. Sorry, I'm laughing right now. I shouldn't be laughing about it, but it's amazing to me how quickly, I've been trying to live a drama-free life, but it's so funny. Immediately, I get back involved in any of this, and immediately just drama just starts, kind of follows this kind of stuff. It's pretty funny. Diana says, "There's proof everywhere, you liar." Average Savage says, "I wasn't successful. To whom did I ask? I don't know these people, LOL, as I sat there for 17 days. I don't even know what's happening, genuinely, LOL." Then Diana says, "I don't know these people, post nudes with people she doesn't know." This is why I wish I had my phones. Those phones were the bane of my existence, and they barely worked half of the time. So I'll have to figure out something else. I have to get you guys send me links, send me email. I'll give you links. You guys can call in and hash this out. I'll put you in boxes. You can battle it out on there. It'd be more fun than just doing it in the chat. You guys can throw all the you can do it back and forth. I'll just put myself in a little tiny box in the bottom like this. Just go in a little tiny corner. I'll just hide down in the corner. And then I'll put you guys in boxes like this, and you guys can just go at it. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you guys go to town. I'm down with that. So let's see. Diana's come back with, "Yeah, your stupid ass wasn't successful," since she has actual friends. See, this is all over the place. This is crazy. This is why we got to get. You guys got to Average Savage, email me, anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. I almost said my old email, man, from the old show. See, it's because it's trickling from the old show. Anyway, email me, anotherdumbshow@gmail.com, and we can give you guys links, and you guys can battle this out. on the show. I would love to do that. That'd be fun. We'll even tease it and everything, and a bunch of people will watch, I hope, and you guys can hash it out or battle it out. See if you get anywhere. All right. Either way, that is going to wrap things up for us tonight. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you have a great week. Not sure when I'll go live again this week because I have a Friday wedding. And most of it's already organized. There's just a couple revisions I have to do tomorrow. So if we do go live at all, it might be Tuesday. So we'll see. No guarantees. There's a chance we don't have any shows this week until maybe either Saturday or Sunday because I'm working Friday night, but I'm off on Saturday and Sunday. So, kick my camera. But I'm off on Saturday and Sunday. So from there, maybe I'll get you guys a show sometime next week. Average Savage says, I don't even know what's happening, but I'm grocery shopping. I don't have any care about this. I don't use socials. Don't care. Just don't appreciate what she's done to hurt that family. That's all. Diana says, now you don't have socials. That's cute. And then she says, see yourself out. Don't tell anybody to leave my show, damn it. Let her stay. I don't care if you guys get along. I want you both here. Dad, damn it. All right. This is craziness. It's going back and forth. I did post nudes. I didn't post nudes. You posted nudes. You didn't post nudes. It's all over the place. So, all right. I think we're going to officially wrap things up because I can't keep up with all this drama. So if one of you guys wants to shoot me an email or something and give me an update, or if both of you do, I'd love to get both of your sides. We don't have to go live. But if I got both of your sides of the story, I would love that because, I don't know, it seems interesting. Otherwise, we're out of here. Have a great week. Enjoy yourself. I'm going to have a couple more delis to wrap up my evening. And then I believe, trying to think. I was thinking about going live doing some gaming tonight. So, yeah, make sure your notifications are on because we might just turn it on and go live a little bit later on. It might play some Ready or Not. I was thinking about making a drinking game out of playing Ready or Not. And every time I shoot a civilian, you have to do a shot because I was so bad at that game. And I'm such a hair trigger that I just kept shooting. It's a SWAT team police game if you didn't see it. When we played it last time, when me and my son Shay played, I think a couple Sundays ago. It's like this really cool SWAT game. It's really advanced, and you got people, you're giving orders to your squad team, to your members of your squad, and you split your squad and give different orders to go in different doors. It's super detailed and complicated, but a lot of fun. But so it's these scenarios where like one of them was like, I don't even know what the scenario was, but you had to go into a building and you had to clear the building and you're looking for the good guys. You're going for bad guys, but you got to watch out for the good guys. And I kept shooting the good guys. So I thought that might be funny to put together a little drinking game where every time I shoot a civilian during Ready or Not, you guys do a shot. So I might get you real drunk on purpose, or I just might suck at the game and you guys get drunk because of that. So anyway. I think that is going to officially wrap things up. Pat Wooey said, fire up the VMix dumb. They're still going back and forth in there, or at least Diana's going. I don't know. What's a deli? A deli is a Modelo. I call them delis. That's what I call my Modelos. So, yeah, crack some delis. Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with all this chat and all this drama, but again, it's all over the place. So we're gonna wrap it up. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll talk to you again soon. Until then, see you.